Do not look for a girlfriend or a boyfriend, rather build your own with just 69 lines of Python. Hold on. This is the intro for next year video. For this year, do not buy some romantic kissing gift, rather build your own with some simple pen, paper and small things. And this is super fun, super crazy, super romantic, so let's get started. Before getting into the detail, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Otherwise, grandma will ditch you and find another romantic kissing partner for this Valentine's Day. And for this video, grandma found a smart robotic grandkid Ashraf who will demonstrate rest part of this video.
To make this card, you need a card paper which is about 30 cm by 20 cm, some color papers, some paper glue, a little double-sided foam tape, and most importantly, to play music we need this module, which is IDS1820 voice recording module. And to power everything up we need a 3.7 volt lithium ion battery or Lipo battery and two female to female jumper wires. Now we can't just directly put every electronics in the card because it will be so ugly and they will fall off. So we need to make a pocket to hold and hide all the electronics. This is why I will be using some PVC sheets. They are about 20 cm by 1 cm and 14 cm by 1 cm. We will use this to make a pocket like this. Let's now glue all this. I will use 4 alpins to make the frame. And just like that, our frame is ready. Now we can glue it down on this card paper. Be very careful with this. Make sure the edge is all lined up perfectly. Now let it dry for a while. While the card is drying, let's set up the audio recording module. This is the audio recording module, and it's always a good idea to look at the datasheet to understand what the module does. So as you can see, the module has a mic to record audio, the main IC is here, and some buttons to record and play, and some pins or jumpers to control the playback speed, and also VCC and ground to power the pin or power the board. This is the cable that will go here and connect with the speaker. Now this does not come soldered, so we have to solder this. Let's solder it first and then test it out. There you go. Now it is soldered, and now we can connect it with the board just like that. Now there are 2 pins, VCC and ground, which we will use to power this board. Connect the red pin to the red pin and gray pin on the black pin. Red is positive and that goes to VCC pin, and gray or black one is ground, that goes to ground or G and D. Okay, Okay, everything is connected with the module is connected with the 3.7 volt battery, and the speaker is connected. Now if I press the record button or the red button, the LED should light up and indicate that it is recording. Now let's try recording something. If I press it down and say something, it should record. Let's try it. Now I can just play in this button to actually play the audio.
If I press it down and say something, it should record. Let's try it.
This is cool, so it is working. Now what we want is, we want the audio to play continuously. As long as the card is open, the module should play the audio continuously. So what we can do is, we can press it down. The manual process is, we have to press this down. Play in loop, PLAYL, play in loop. It will continuously play. Let's try that.
If I press it down and say something, it should record. Let's try it. If I press it down and say something.
So that doesn't work quite well, because you have to press it and it only plays once, and it only plays as long as you are pressing this down. So what we have to do is, we have to remove this jumper and connect it here. Let's remove this jumper. And connect in here.
If I press it down and say something, it should record. Let's try it. If I press it down and say something, it should record. Let's try it. If I press it down and say something, it should record.
Now you can say that it is playing the audio in loop.
Press it down and say something, it should record.
Let's try again. Hello, can you hear me? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now what I have to do is unpower it and power it again.
Hello, can you hear me? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Hello, can you hear me? 1 2 3 4 5 6.
Let's try again.
Hello, can you hear me? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Hello, can you hear me? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8.
So now we have to make a mechanism that will power the module when the card is open and remove power when the card is closed. Let's see how we can make that. But at first, let's record something good that will go into our card. Now I will play a song from my mobile phone and will press this button when I want to record, and it will record for around 10 seconds. Let's play and record.
Hold me close and hold me fast. This magic spell you cast. This is la vie en rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see.
Now let's unpower and power it up again. So this works. Now we have to install it in our card. Now that the card has dried up, we can now add electronics. Everything fits nicely, but there is two issues actually. If you look at this way, it actually goes above the boundary, and we can't let this happen, because if that happens, we won't be able to cover this and it will look bizarre. So we will remove this and solder the wires on the bottom. Same we will do for the jumper wires of power cables. The same wires we can trace at the bottom. Let's do that. This didn't quite turn out as I hoped, but it looks bad, I know, but it will do. And there is a rule that if it works, don't touch it. And it will work, yes, it will work. Now we have to cut this and solder it below this. This is easier compared to this. There you go. Now this is complete. Before attaching it, let's test it, see if it works or I have killed it. So I didn't kill it. It will work. Thanks God. Now we can actually place it easily in here. There is one little thing, you will see the difference of music based on the orientation of the mic, based on the orientation of the speaker actually. The sound looks like this, and if I do this, so we will have to mount this way. I will use some double-sided tapes to actually mount this board and the speaker. And lastly, the battery will go here, because the user or the girl or whoever you send the card will hold the card this way, and the weight has to be this here. If you place the battery here, it will tip off. So let's use some double-sided tape again. Now everything is in order. Now we can cover this and finish the card. Let's test again. Yep, it works and it will work. But as you can see, the initial idea was when the card will open, two characters will meet together, and whenever they come close, the circuit will close and it will play the music. So we have to do this. In order to do that, we have to cut off the power cable in half, and we will proceed in the next step. Now take a color paper and glue a hard card paper on top of this. This is about 20 cm by 14.5 cm. Now let's let it dry for some time too. Now take an aluminium foil paper sheet and cut a strip. This will do perfectly. Now we will cut in the paper like this. Put enough pressure so that the cut goes to the bottom, but don't make it too long. If necessary, take help from your knife. Now we have to put the aluminium foil like this. We have to do the same thing for this side too. Do you know what I just did? I just made a switching mechanism. So both the wires will be connected with both the aluminum strips, and if the strip is connected with something, the circuit will close and the music will start to play. Let's now glue this sheet on this part of the card. Then we will connect the contacts and finish the project. While that is drying, let's cut the boy and girl. Not actually cut them, but cut from the paper actually. Now that it dried up, we can now connect those two wires in this. Now let's secure those wires and the aluminum foil. Now if you see, this is the plate that will work as a switch. If I now connect it with this, it will play. Now the last thing we need to do is place the girl here and place the boy here. If they get connected, they get closer, there will be another aluminum foil which will connect it and play the song. Now we can close the box. Let's glue this and close this. Because I want this to dry fast, I will now use hot glue. Okay, now that our card is ready and the boy and girl is also ready, and this guy is absolutely ready to propose this girl. At first we will glue this girl here. I will just apply little glue, not on here, just here and here. It will also take some time to dry, so let it dry. Before adding the boy, let's first understand how this is gonna work. There is a terminal, there is two terminals here, and if we connect it, this sheet will go right beneath the girl and it will play the music. I hope you got the idea. Take a paper strip and glue it down here. This will also take some time to dry, so we'll be back. Now that it dried, let's understand how this will work. This is the strip, and this will go right beneath her, and if it goes exactly at this position, it will play music. So we will keep it here and fold right here, and glue the boy at a position so that when the song plays, the boy and the girl are at the closest distance. Let's try it. So it is the position. Now we will add just a little bit of glue right here, and we will now fold it. This will now connect that paper with this side. Let it dry for a while. Okay, now let's see how this goes. That's perfect. Now I will add a cover and some other things to make it look good. Okay, so our card is ready. And now if I open this, the boy will get closer to the girl and... So romantic, right? Thanks for watching.